Many, many years ago, while I was working with St. Francis, I work with saints all the time. I have an altar. If you go to one of my videos, if you go to my videos, you'll see that I work with them. Many, many years ago, when this dog was young, and we first got the dog, a strange thing happened while I was working with St. Francis. St. Francis is the patron saint of animals. So this is what happened. I wanted to know about telepathy during that time. I heard so much about it. And during this time, I have responsibility. In the morning time, my job is to feed the cats in the house, the cats. But this dog here, this dog Lucky, that we just got many years ago, my dog Lucky, well, my sister, my older sister, feeds him. Feeds him. I don't. One day I was working with St. Francis. I was doing my prayers and my rosary and everything. And I say, St. Francis, I want to know, is it possible to communicate with animals telepathically? And you just pray one way prayer. Not that he was there. I was hoping that he was present to hear my prayer. It's like when you pray to God or something like that, and you know that you're doing the prayer. Well, I learned my lesson. Now, one morning, I was doing my prayers to St. Francis about telepathy, and this dog keep bothering me, and keep looking at me. You know when the dogs just keep bothering you and keep looking at you and bothering you and everything. You know that kind of behavior, and you get a little irritated. So I was doing my spiritual work, which I did a lot of it, prayers and rosaries, and it was during a time when I was leaving away from the psychic realm and going into the paranormal. I was going more into the science of the paranormal, and not the evil or the psychic realm or divination realm. That I was leaving that because I found out that it was evil, and I found out that the devil was messing with me. So I discovered that there's two kinds of sciences. There's not sciences. There's two kinds of path: the evil path of divination, and away from God and Jesus and Mary and all that stuff. And then there's the sciences. That means that we have powers inside us, like telepathy, psychometry. We got powers in us that we have not harnessed yet. Some people have, but I haven't, at least, and other people haven't either. So I want to discover that kind of powers. Because I discovered that not everything is evil. Not everything is black magic. Not everything deals with the occult. Some things just happen to be part of our nature. And telepathy was one. I wanted to find out about telepathy. So I prayed to St. Francis. But this morning, this dog kept bothering me. Many years ago. Well, I said this morning, I mean many years ago that morning. I'm sorry, I keep thinking about this. It's that morning, many years ago, this dog keeps bothering me. I couldn't do my prayers, my spiritual work. I keep finding out what the heck is going on with this dog. He keeps bothering me and bothering me and bothering me and bothering me. So finally, I yelled to St. Francis, St. Francis, come on. If all this nonsense if all this stuff is real, I say nonsense too. This telepathy stuff, let me know. This dog keeps bothering me. Let me know. And the dog keeps bothering me and bothering me and bothering me. I say, I'm going to quit all this stuff. All this hocus pocus and all this nonsense. Then the dog looked up at me. Now, for some reason, something told me to bend down lower. I was too far from the dog. See how low the dog is? It's a very small dog. Close to the floor, that dog. I had to bend down lower towards him like this. And someone told me to do that, and I did that. And I saw an image in my third eye that the dog was hungry. I saw him eating from his dish. That was the vision I got, eating from his dish. Oh, so that's what's wrong with the dog. She usually my sister feeds the dog. I don't feed the dog. I feed the cats. And I put some food out for the dog, and the dog ate, and he was happy. Went away and did what dogs do. Um, and right away, it was like a third eye in image. So I knew telepathy was real, but most of all, I knew that Saint Francis was genuine. He was real. So I don't know which one was more interesting to me to know. What was more surprising, that telepathy was real or that Saint Francis was real? You see, so I have two blessings that day, two blessings, and so I knew telepathy was real. So I started to study telepathy, and as I studied telepathy, I made a lot of discoveries, many breakthroughs, many years ago. But I'm the kind of person that once I do something and I succeed in doing what I'm doing, I let it go. I'm one of those people that once say I want to do something and I do it, I let it go and do something else. I'm that kind of person. So I let it go for many years, and now I don't know. Maybe I'll go back into it now, and maybe I'll record for you or make some videos for you of my findings. But telepathy does exist, and it's part of us. A lot of things that we have, a lot of gifts and spiritual gifts we have, is not evil. Okay, some are. If you mess with spirits and you mess with if you mess with black magical things, sure. You like if you mess with things like Ouija boards and divinations, like runes and divinations and stuff like that, you call them spirits down. Anything that calls spirits down can be dangerous, because some spirits are good, some are bad, some are evil. You know what kind of spirits you have around you. You don't know who's coming around you. Okay, you don't know who's coming around you. Okay, to help you out, to give you powers. So that's why it's evil. You need protection. It's more dangerous. It's not that it's more evil. It's more like it's more of a protection that you need before you do anything with spirits. Divinations can be very dangerous. One day I'll tell you about my Taoism experience, my Taoism Vada experience. Yeah, I did all that too. So I prayed to St. Francis, and now I knew that working with saints, you can get power too. But the power is not always lasting. You have to pray to St. Francis to be with you as you develop your powers, because he'll protect you. So is St. Michael the Archangel and anybody else. You need protection spell. Not spell, I'm sorry. See, I'm using the word spell. that's one from my old days working with the occult. No, I'm a Christian now. I work with saints and angels and God, of course, God and Jesus. I always pray to God. I always pray to God and Jesus for everything, always. And God is a nice and beautiful, wonderful God. If you study the life of the saints, read stories of the life of the saints, God gave saints special talents and gifts to do different things. They have powers. So some powers given when God gives it to us, it's okay. We ask God for the powers. Okay, but we have to be responsible to handle the powers. Be responsible, not use the powers for evil. But the thing about it is, God does give power. However, I don't believe in God for that. However, I'm digressing again. Let me get back to the dog. So now, this dog told me that telepathy does exist. So I went into the field of telepathy. I started to do all kind of research. I started to do all kind of work on it, and I became almost a master of telepathy. I created all kind of methods, all kind of testing and everything. I was good with it, but I gave it up after many years. I'm kind of rusty. And this morning, I sat in this chair when the dog was laying down. See that dog? When I first started recording this recording, the dog was laying down. Oh, look, see, he laid down again, see? As soon as I say lay down, he lay down, see? He was like in a sleep kind of mode. You know, when the dog put his head down, relaxing with the eye closed. So I did a method. I sat in this chair right here. See this chair? I sat in this chair, and the dog was right there. When the dog was relaxing, with his eyes closed and head down, I started to use the method of telepathy to see if I still have it. And I still have it. The dog popped his head up to look at me. So I still have the telepathic ability. I still have it. So I may work with it. One time I went to the Baltimore Aquarium with my family, and I used my telepathy on the aquarium, on the fish, many fishes. I just put it out there to see if it works to water, because water can disperse and scatter thought, because it's liquid. So I thought maybe if I go close enough to the glass of the aquarium, and I did, and it was crowded with people, and and the fish actually came to me in the glass, communicating with me. I couldn't receive the message, but I can send it. And when I found out that the fish was, and the people around me, this is a true story. You think it's funny, but it's not. I'm telling you, this is true. I would never lie to you. Never lie to you. I want to see if the fish, because they say that dolphins have telepathic powers, but there was no dolphins at the aquarium in Baltimore. So I went to just to where the fishes were, just any kind of fish, and I went close to the glass. And I started to use my telepathy, and sure enough, one fish came to me, communicating with me. And the place was crowded, and the people around me, real loudly, this is a true story, was telling each other, hey man, that fish looked like he's communicating with this man. Hey man, they were laughing. Hey man, look at that fish. He looked like he's communicating with him, talking to him. And we were. Now I couldn't receive the message because I was very weak in receiving the telepathic communication, but I was very good with sending, and I had to do more work in receiving and reception. But everybody was saying that out loud. Look at this guy. They even took a picture with a camera and everything of the fish communicating with me in the glass. I was sending messages to the fish, but I couldn't understand the fish. I was weak in receiving. I hate that. Don't you hate that? You have the ability to do something. You have a gift to do something, but it's not a full gift. You're lacking something in it, and you got mad because it was right there, and people were actually watching my gift of communicating with the fish. But that's the only thing, was a one-way communication. So I knew that I could communicate through water, through glass. The other fishes look like they communicate with me too, but they want to communicate with me. Sometimes you can communicate with an animal or a fish or whatever, but they don't want to communicate with you. They don't want to. Not all animals want to communicate with you. It's like if I go to talk to somebody and they want to talk back to me, but they understand me. So even though you can communicate with something, an animal or a person telepathically, it doesn't mean they want to communicate with you back. But they hear you. They acknowledge you. They receive you. So it's not all failing. So at the Baltimore Aquarium, people were amazed at all, and they keep saying, hey, that fish look like he's communicating with this guy. And not one word came out of my mouth, and it was quiet. So I knew that telepathy existed. I started communicating with animals, my dog, cats, and I created a method, and I recorded terminology. For example, zone deaf, hyperplanar, terms like that, to calibrate the strength of the communication between me and the animals. And one day I'll record it some more. I'll let you know this terminology. But telepathy does exist. It does exist. And we all have it in us. This is how God and the spirit world communicate with us. The spirit world communicate with us to telepathy. Oh, I must caution you. If you are very highly telepathic, don't be surprised if you start communicating with other beings and dimensions. I know I sound like a science. I know I sound like a foolish person, childish, but I'm not. When you start to develop your gifts in one area, you start to widen your horizon in life. You experience other dimensions, other things, because they communicate through telepathy. So does the spirit world. The spirit world does communicate with you through telepathy. I know you don't believe me, but you'll see. Keep working with telepathy, and you'll see what I mean. I don't got to prove anything to anybody, or try to convince you. You do it yourself, okay? You do it yourself. See for yourself. When you do something, it's like technology. Look at us. Look at science. Science went from flying in an airplane to going to outer space. Now, what happens if we go to what happens if we go to Mars and we discover another spaceship from another planet crossing us? Or what if we talk? Why, as we go try to space, we discover new civilization like Star Trek, new beings and species? Same thing. See, one thing leads to another. So telepathy will lead you to something not to more experiences. The more we grow in anything and develop in anything, the more we widen our horizon. We see other things, experience other things. That's how it is. Okay? Nothing you can do about it. That's part of life. So you're going to communicate with spirits and other dimensional things. It's not a sin. It's not the devil. It's that it's like picking up a phone. If you pick up a phone and you have a special chip installed in your phone that can go farther away in communication, you'll be able to communicate with people far away. Same thing with the telepathy. You got the power to communicate with other beings, spirit world. I didn't know that until I started communicating with animals, and then I started communicating with people. My sister Kathy would testify to this. She and I, a couple of months ago, we did the experiment. I was here, she was out of her job, and we communicated telepathically, and it worked. You know, if you know my sister Kathy, you know that she tells the truth. That she doesn't. You know how she is. So she'll to let you know that it's true. And my nephew and nieces, when they were little kids, I used them for my experiment, you know, to communicate with them. And you always need somebody else to help you with your experiment with telepathy. Okay, unless you have an animal in front of you, you need people. So I used them, and they were becoming telepathic. But as they got older and everything, we stopped. But it works. Telepathy. You will experience new dimensional communication, and other things will happen. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, that's what happens. Same thing with psychometry. When you develop one sense in your powers, you develop another sense. Psychometry, intuition is going to increase. Clairvoyance is going to increase. It's nothing to do with the devil. Nothing. The devil is really a different department. Okay, you could divination. There's many. It could be the devil. It can be good spirits, bad spirits. It can be other dimensional beings that helps you with divination. But if you're a Christian like I am, I believe in God. I work with the saints. And I work with the God, so God can protect me and bless my powers. He helps me out. Always work with God. That's my opinion. Unless you're a scientist and you don't believe in God, if you're a skeptic, then you're on your own. Okay? You're on your own. And if you don't believe in rituals, if you're not a Christian and you don't believe in protection of ritual, just be careful. Okay? Don't be surprised if you go to somebody's house and you pick up energy. It's going to happen. Okay? So telepathy does exist. So I did it before. Okay? I'll make some videos and I'll let you know, okay? On my progress. So I was sitting in this chair this morning and I went over here when the dog was trying to fall asleep. Like right now, the way he's laying down, and I see if I still have the gift. Telepathy. I still have it. But I send it more than receive it still. I have to keep working on the method. My sister Kathy and I were working on that method to increase my ability to receive it, and I did. So I'm getting stronger and stronger. Why, I don't know. So I'll keep you informed if you want to. Learn telepathy. It's not evil, but you could attract evil. I'm not going to lie to you. When you have the ability to communicate with other dimensions, other beings, and animals, and other life forms, you're going to find out that you may or may not attract negative forces. I cannot lie to you because you can communicate. What if you're a spirit? What if you died many years ago and you're a spirit? You're in the spirit world, and you try to communicate with human beings, with a human being, but they don't notice you. Even if you make noise, they don't notice you. Then one day you find a human being that has telepathy, that can communicate with you. Imagine how much that you want to try to communicate with that human being. So the spirits, when they know the flesh, I'm talking about the living, that the living can communicate with them, they will gather together to communicate with that person. It's just how it is. Nothing they can do about it. It's like if you study American Sign Language, and you see a person who's deaf, and you communicate with sign language. That person will be happy that you can communicate with sign language. Same thing. You attract things to you. You're widening your horizon, so you start communicating with a lot of deaf people, and they want to come around you and communicate with you. You can make new friends with the deaf. What if you speak a different language? What if you learn to speak French? And you go to school and you meet a French student and you speak to them. They will enjoy it. They may even introduce you to more French people that speak French because you understand the language. I'm just trying to make an analogy here. Same thing with the spirit world. That's all. You're widening your horizon. Okay, that is the paranormal. This is it's nothing more than that. So it's up to you if you want to check in with my videos or not. You decide whether you want to check in with my videos or not, but it'll work. You'll be amazed. Okay, I'm not a phony, but I'm also not a scientist per se. You know, I'm not a specialist or anything. I'm just a person who like knowledge. When I was a little boy, I collected books. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you're old enough to remember that. Maybe your father or your grandfather may remember that. When I was a little boy, I used to spend my quarters, my dimes, my nickels buying books. This is before I knew about computers. The computers were around, but nobody knew how to use them. It was not widespread. Only a few people used them. I never knew how to use a computer. I was not computer savvy. Even today, my family will tell you I'm not good with computers. I used to spend money on books. I used to want to study everything. Study medicine, study acupuncture. I'm just a person who likes to study a lot. And one of the things I studied was the paranormal. And this is what happened. So check in with me once in a while if you want to know about telepathy, and I'll let you know. And I'll run down some of the things. It's up to you. If you love animals, if you love your dog and your cats and everything, maybe you should communicate with them. Okay? And if your cats get lost, maybe telepathy, your telepathy may work to find the animals. Or maybe you'll pray to St. Francis. It'll help you find your animals. Lots of people, it's been documented. Lots of people, when they lose their animals, they pray to St. Francis and they find the animals. But I'll talk more about St. Francis of Assisi, the patron of animals, in a different time, in a different video. Right now, I want to cut you off right now. If I speak too fast, if I stutter, it's because I'm trying to put everything into one little video, which is this one right here. Okay? So you have a good day. I want to go back to my studies. So join me if you want to. Now, if you like this video, or any of my videos, give it a thumbs up. If you hate it, give it a thumbs down. If you think it stinks and you don't believe in it, you think I'm a no good, a clown, or that, hey, leave me comments. Make it funny, so I can laugh at them. You want to subscribe? Good for you. If not, boo on you. Okay, if you want to share it with your friends, good for you. I'm not prejudiced. My work, I don't care if it's for if you share with the Wiccans, with the Christians, with the scientists, with your friends, with your dog, with your cat. I don't care what you do with the video. I'm not prejudiced. I'm glad somebody is taking interest in my videos. So I don't care who you share it with. Okay? I'm not prejudiced. If I can help anybody, well, even if they use it for divination purposes, even though I'm a Christian, hey, what can I do? I have knowledge and wisdom that I have, and if I can share with somebody else, hey, I'm free. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that I'm not going to begrudge a person of learning something because of their belief. Okay? Okay, have a good day and God bless you, or to use a Wiccan term, blessed be. There you go. Blessed be for you people out there who interest stuff. But God, by me, because I'm a Christian, God bless you. Have a good day, and I see you around.